Hey there, Internet. Hope everybody is doing well. So, as we all know that Deshaw and Company, as well as ZS Associates, are the two companies which have one of the most difficult aptitude tests down into the industry. So today, through this PDF, I'll be trying to discuss the recruitment process of Deshaw and Company in general and the aptitude test in specific. So let us go on. So here is the PDF. Let us go directly to the format menu. Now here, you will have the total number of questions as 6. There would be 6 questions, and each question will have 5 subparts, which would total make a full mark of 30. You can just have a glance over here. The question, for example, the question will be given over here. One question. It could be in data interpretation or logical reasoning. We'll be talking about that in later parts. And it will subsequently have these parts. For example, there is a chart and data is depicted there. You will be given one question. For example, the question could be, what is the maximum output? If it is an agriculture chart, there will be 4 options and you will be told to pick one option. Now, the total time limit differs on the basis of the profile you have taken up. Let us come here, see. Actually, there are 3 types of positions in DShaw. I haven't undertook the third position, that is the technical position, because this particular PDF is only pertaining to the commerce and humanities students. It is not for engineering graduates. I have also mentioned the types of universities which are applicable for this particular video over here. So you can just find out your university. If it suits you, you can just go forward with the video as well. So the technical positions are exclusively for the engineers, right? So we don't need to discuss it there. In case you want a video on that, just comment below and I will try to get that also in time. So mainly for the humanities and commerce students, there are 2 positions. One is qualitative position, another is quantitative. You can look what type of positions in specific are there under these headings. So the aptitude test for both of them are a little bit different. However, the type and pattern of questions are mostly the same. The difficulty level is 19 by 20 in both the orders. So in the aptitude test round, if you are going for qualitative positions, you do not have to give the asynchronous test. I will come to what our asynchronous test is, but just understand it for now. If you are applying for a qualitative position like HR, customer grievances, etc., you don't need to appear for an async test. In that case, your aptitude test would be a total of 60 minutes. On contrary to that, if you are applying for a quantitative position, for example, investment banker, financial research associate, etc., you will have to go through the async test and your total aptitude test timing would be of 45 minutes. Now here's the catch. You might be thinking that if you are appearing for an HR role, your aptitude test, it would be relatively easier. But no, the case is not at all like that. Rather, what I have experienced that the qualitative aptitude tests are relatively more tougher than the quantitative ones. The difference is, as I told, is 19 by 20. It's just up and down. But there is a significance level of difference in both of that. So now coming to the asynchronous test. Asynchronous test is nothing but a type of extempore. A topic would be given to you and within a period of 10 to 15 minutes, you will have to make a video and submit it to the link provided to you. Async test is only eligible for those students who have completed the aptitude test first. And by completed, I mean they have crossed the cutoff. For example, if 150 students are sitting for the aptitude test, they will be marking their answers as they click submit or as the time lapses 45 minutes. You will immediately be shown or told that whether you have qualified or not. If out of 150, the cutoff usually is very high. So they would be taking about 10% of the total students. It could be 15 students, it could be 17 students, depending from institution to institution. So from the chunk of students who have qualified, immediately you will get an extempore topic. You will have to think for 1 to 2 minutes. You will have to make a video and send it. And don't be fooled. A number of students are expelled out from the async round as well. It is not a formality. So take it seriously. Now, there is 0.25 marks as negative marking. So do not try to attempt all the questions. Out of 30 questions, what I have seen that at my type of placement, people who had attempted 20 to 21 questions, they were able to pass. So that is the same pattern I would like to tell you. There would be typically three questions of logical reasoning as well as three questions from data interpretation. To make sure you prepare in this way, three questions is like three questions with each question going with five parts. I think you are able to understand what I'm trying to say. Again, see, it becomes very difficult for a person to prepare for aptitude test since there is not proper material available online. So here in this PDF, we have tried to compile up the questions from previous year as well as questions which mock the type of questions that come in deshaw. So we have here 30 questions with detailed explanation of each. So in case you feel that you want to prepare for your placement and you want to get into deshaw, and so that the aptitude test, about 70% of students are executed down in this round. So if you want to make it short, make sure that you go into description and get this PDF for you. This is so cheap that it is even below the value you spent on a burger a day. It is cheaper than that. So just go and have a look at that. And in case you find any problem with the video, or you want me to make more such videos or and more such PDFs, do comment down. There'll be more such videos coming up. But if you feel that there's a certain company you want that I should work on first on a priority basis, do let me know in the comments. Thank you.